Amanda, Carolyn.
Yay! It's us.
I
I
know
love
it's
us.
episode 12. We're episode 12.
Okay, so this is really good. And I learned that episode 12 is like a huge deal in the podcast world. And that makes me really excited because we're doing it passionately and genuinely, not because episode 12 is a big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
I enjoy talking with you and having unordinary conversations, which I guess we should bring it in, right? Should we bring it
Yes.
in?
Bring it
Okay.
in. Bring it in, sister.
1, 2, 3.
Unordinary
Unordinary
conversation.
conversations with Amanda.
And with Carolyn.
I
Thanks
love it.
for
And you know
being
what I
here,
was just
guys.
thinking now? I'm like, maybe at some point we can have a little song.
Oh my God, definitely. Oh my God, there's no question. I
We'll
mean, I
have
see a
that's
children's
next.
book. I see this is going places. Hi, Oprah.
Hi. Hey, world. Yeah,
Hey.
so we can, we'll talk about it, but just don't if you hear us singing songs about Brussels sprouts and
Right? Every time I see it, I'm
right?
like, I can't. And it keeps popping up in my life, Brussels sprouts. You guys, if there's something you don't like, try it anyways. That's the whole story behind Brussels sprouts. Just do it. Right?
Yes. And that was like episode 1 and it is stuck. And Carolyn, you actually tagged me this week and was like, Brussels sprouts. There's a picture of a Brussels sprout. So
Yes.
she tags me. So we are always all about the Brussels sprouts and trying new things. So even if it's not Brussels sprouts, maybe you are a lover of Brussels sprouts. Woo woo, just like me.
Right.
But if you're not, maybe there's something else that you don't like and try it anyway.
Pick it. Pick something new. Do it.
Yes.
Try it.
Yes. Yeah. So how
was your week?
It was good. We can
You
start
look
with me.
fresh and exciting, and you have lipstick on, and I don't.
Well, actually, now that you bring it up, I have to have a disclaimer. So on Zoom, you can make your face have lipstick. So this is Zoom.
Oh my God.
I'll show you.
I'm having birthday wine, so that's going to be my red lipstick, okay?
It's your birthday, but yes, I'll show you how to do the wine, the lipstick.
Okay.
It's kind of fun, right? You don't even have to wear it.
Really wear lipstick? Really?
This is and I can have pink or you can orange, you have green, but I went with red because I like red. But yes.
Love it.
I know. So I'll go first since you asked me, which I sometimes ask you first. And I love it.
You.
So
go.
My week was, I think, good. This is my second week transitioning from my consultant work to my own business. And so it's just been amazing because I have other people reaching out now. And I really have stuck overall. I told you about my Give Me 90, right? My 41 minutes a day. So I've really stuck overall this week to walking or taking that time. Although my sleep, I want to go to bed earlier. Just so a couple things happened this week. But Carolyn, I just feel like I'm excited, right? I took Saturday off. So I really have reduced things to only be, it's not busy, it's actively purposeful. Like for me, it's keeping only what I need, right? Whatever is intentional, purposeful. So I'm active, right? Not busy. I don't like that word. So active and purposeful. And so I felt like this week, for the first week, that I had my new phone, right? My new gold phone. I know. And I have my car. I know. And I had my car and I had internships. So things are starting, right? And this is my first week where I'm actually on my schedule where things are coming back in order. And I'm starting to see the fruit of me not being as tired, me having a nice ease, right? An ease and flow, not a hustle. Like I actually am a big fan of opposite of hustle. So I'm like ease and flow. And so there you go. So for me, this week was a learning and just even people supporting, like all these people. Well, you're amazing and support in my life. Like I'm so thankful to know you. But, just different people. Like I had my one advisor. He's like, hey, let me get you a cover because he was horrified that I don't have a cover, but I like the gold.
Oh my God, so don't embarrass us. My God.
So what? Because I don't have a cover?
Oh my God.
I know, I shouldn't tell you that.
Oh my God.
The mom in you is like, don't tell us. Well, listen, but I like to see it. I like to see the anyway. So he's like, let me get you something. So he's getting me a cover. And so anyway, all these cute little things. So it was just like a great week being outside, walking, being in nature, and I realized, oh, it's so nice to, be outside and not be indoors. So it was just a new me coming into a new place, right? And
Mhm.
enjoying my internship with my supervisor takes us on walks for supervision, which is
Oh, I
fun.
love that.
Yeah, we go for our hour supervision. We walk around. Like there's
Okay.
beautiful campus. So I've just been submersed in nature. So that has been my week. My lesson learned is get outside, get some fresh air, pick a flower, pick a pumpkin. So how about
That's
you?
awesome. That is so cool. I love, Amanda, what you say. I wrote down like 2 words that resonate with me, and I try and actually introduce to my life every day. Is you mentioned ease and flow,
Hmm.
and it's not easy to have ease and flow,
Hmm.
right? It takes work. And in my opinion, the work that goes into ease and flow is worth it. And you can see it on your face, even though your lipstick is odd.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so perfect.
Oh, thank you. No, but thank you. But I like the ease and flow is so important because it's there no matter, even if it doesn't feel like it is, like you have to look for it and it takes extra work to look for it. And I feel like that's, or not, I feel like I know that that is what you do, which is why every week we get on this call and you just are more sparkly. And like,
Aw.
that's awesome to me. That's really awesome. So I did something a little different for myself this week. I kind of like took a note on every day. So
Hmm.
I'll be quick. I'm not gonna like elaborate, but I did take a note for every day. So on 9/6, I went what just I don't even want to keep referring to dates, but what day was 9/6? Was that
That's
Monday?
Monday, I think.
It was
Right?
Monday. So last Monday. So last Monday, we went for Rosh Hashanah dinner and we talked about that on our show on Tuesday, and it was fabulous. It was awesome. And if my family is listening, thank you. And it was amazing. But it was interesting because I felt like an outsider in my family looking in. And it wasn't like, I'm not saying it negatively.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's interestingly. So sometimes if you feel like you don't belong, my message is to look outside in and what do you gain from it and what do you bring to the party, right?
Mm.
9/7, I was really busy professionally and really excited. I liked the feeling, even when things were not going perfectly. I had momentum and it kept me going on Tuesday.
Mm. Okay.
And then Wednesday on the 8th, my lesson for the day was I trust myself. I have no apologies for me. I trust myself and I know I'm taking myself in the right direction. And the reason I share that is everyone can feel that. And obviously, Amanda, you're exemplifying that like 150, 300%. Like when you believe in yourself,
Mm.
things happen and changes happen and things come to the surface, I guess I would say. Um, and in that same vein, the next day, kind of no apologizes for being who I am and
Mm.
owning it and representing. Is that how the cool kids say it, right? I'm like 90 years old, but represent myself, but no apologies. I believe in myself and I believe in my mission and I'm doing a good job. Um, 9/10, whatever day that was, Thursday, I had a birthday lunch for someone else, not for myself, but the four of us, we go out and we celebrate every year. And
Mm.
it instilled in me the importance, no matter how different you are from other people, it's important to have that human connection and learn what you can from other people and contribute back to their lives, right? Because we're all super different. And we just had this amazing lunch and I just like, I know I'm hysterical to them, like, so I'm so off the wall and maybe they're more conservative, but like they love me and embrace me and I appreciate it with my whole heart. And like I feel the same way and we learned so much from each other. So that was really super good. And then I did a lot of mentoring this week with a friend of mine whose daughter is going to enter the workforce for the first time.
Oh.
And so I feel lucky to give back and send the message of don't settle and don't be mediocre. Like, go for it. And then today I was on my run. I'm going to wrap up. I'm sorry I'm talking like
No, I love it.
Today I was on my run and I watched a dad and a child walking from the park that I run by every day. And he at some point picked the child up, and I then ran past them eventually as slow as I run. And I said, oh my God, I wish someone would pick me up. And what it made me think, like, I mean, I was being lighthearted and silly, and I don't need that today, but sometimes you need someone to pick you up and hug you and love you. And sometimes you just need to be in the red wagon and be pulled and share the story along the way while you're being pulled. And so that's like the conclusion of my week is it's okay to ask to be picked up because sometimes we need it. And I'm there for you. I'm there for our audience to pick you up. I also might need the favor returned. And so I'm just putting it out there because sometimes you also just need to be in the wagon and pulled along until you get to your next stop. And that was my week. That like summarized my week. And I got a pedicure at the end of the day. And here I am,
Wow.
glass of wine. Cheers. That's it. Bam.
Cheers.
Bam.
But well, I love it. So I was writing things down, right? Because sometimes I do, or sometimes I'll hear it. But I love that. And I don't know if we're going to show our surprise. I don't know if you have it with you because I was like,
I
that's
do.
what I was
Do
using.
you
Oh,
have
I was
yours?
using it. So we'll have to do that later. We'll
Oh my
reveal.
God.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. We have something exciting to share with all of you. Yay! Can you all see it? It
I
says,
think we can see it, but it's hard because it's embossed.
this is true.
Like it's hard to see, but it says Unordinary Conversations on the cover of a journal. Yep.
It's our Unordinary Conversations journal.
It's our wisdom. It's our wisdom in our pictures because we want to share.
And a pen. You get a pen on the side, which is very, very cool.
It says I think.
Yeah, if you can see it, I can see it.
It says Unordinary, right?
Yes, it says Unordinary. I love it. So we have these.
So excited.
So I was using it right now.
we fake have 72. Like we have 72 if you order. we're looking for what's your interest in having a journal from Amanda and Carolyn and having your own unordinary conversations, right?
Yes.
Like this is a place to write down like between you and the book. No one else. What you do outside of that, what you share is awesome.
Yeah, and this could be great because Carolyn, what all of you could do, one possible idea is that while you're watching the show, you can write down some golden nuggets and then you can reflect and add your own, right, that you learn afterwards, and then you could journal. Like this could be a gratitude journal. This could be going after, like we talk, and adding other things to your schedule. But it could be like, hey, I got to see or hear the podcast, right, the audio, and then any little nugget I hear, because we have some of our wisdom, but we have more episodes.
Oh my God, we have so much more wisdom.
I know. So you can add that, but that's why I love it. So I was actually doing the same thing. So Carolyn, you were talking, so I wrote in there, I love, like Carolyn is honestly, I'm going to boast about you a little bit. So Carolyn is amazing. She has sent me, like for my birthday, like can be thoughtful like with my words, but Carolyn is like so thoughtful with birthdays and holidays, and like she sent me like amazing things just because she cares and because it's genuine. Like she just has been amazing, you know? And so I love that you're so thoughtful. Like you'll write in journals or you'll write things down, and I love it. Like there's just such a thoughtfulness about you. So you were purposely going through this whole week and having one part about your day, like whether you're running in the observation that I love about the stroller, or like the one day where you said, I wrote it down, represent who I am, right? And so that I believe in myself, my mission, that I don't have to apologize for who I am. And I love that you said, don't settle, don't be mediocre, just go, right? Let's move forward. And I love the stroller one because what it reminded me of when you're sharing each of these little synopses was when you said sometimes we need to be held, right, or like where we walk side by side, it reminded me of maybe because you're a runner, there was a father who had a son with a disability, and every year, maybe this is during your memory, he would run with his son with a disability, and his son would be in, maybe perhaps a stroller because he was just, he had paraplegia, like he had a lot of disabilities, and his dad would take his son along for that marathon, either half or full marathon for the experience. So every year he trained and he pushed his son.
Push. I
He
love that.
pushed
Push,
his son,
push,
right? But
push.
yes, pushed him, but his son was part of the experience. And so when you were saying that, like sometimes we have someone, right, that's standing next to us. And I love like in the Olympics or when you have runners and like someone falls and someone just says, you know what, it's not about the win, it's about me right, helping that person up and going together. So you may have people in your life, right? You always need someone that's going to, hey, it's okay, let's run together, right? And or someone pushing, right, the stroller, like you said, or someone that is like, let me just hold you and go, right? Or like, let's do this together. And it just reminded me of that story, Carolyn, because it was so powerful. And I never forget it. I think the father has since passed, but he did this for years, right? So
Yeah,
his son could be part of it. And that's the beauty, like where you said, like, it's empowering other people. And like when people are in our lives, allowing for that, right? Saying, hey, I got this. Or like you said, maybe later, right, in your life, someone's going to help you the way you help them, that you sowed into them, right? Like that you poured into somebody else, they're going to pour into your life. Like there's something about that. So it just, when you're saying that, it reminded me, and I love that. So anyway, all of those things that you talked about with that week, that was incredible. And so I wrote some of those things down, and I was like, yes, I write in my journal. Being more purposeful, or like, having that just reminded me to do that this week. So I'm excited because now I
that's
can
awesome. And I
add that
hope,
in my week.
I hope people will like be interested in our journal, but I also just hope that no matter what, that you write things
Yeah,
down, if it's on even on a scrap of paper, right?
absolutely. Yeah.
No matter what, it's super important. So I have a question for you, but it's so funny because this was like at the end of my run. I was thinking like, what am I going to ask you today? But I
Okay.
have to I'm going to ask you a question. You still need to ask me a question, but I have to answer the question. Like, I'm
Okay.
sorry because
Okay.
it was just overwhelming, powerful. I have to answer the question too.
Okay.
So like a childhood smell, what, like a good child, or like yes, a situation, but like I have this incredible smell of Kool-Aid in the powder packet, and it's
Oh.
scary. And it takes me back to I was I wasn't more than second grade. Like that's all I know is I wasn't more than second grade. And the reason it triggered me. So you can kind of take this as like where you want it as a childhood, whatever, is I was running and there was an ice cream truck driving by. And it's like, I'm sorry, we, at least in Michigan, in Bloomfield Hills, don't see a ton of ice cream trucks. And this was the most old fashioned ice
Sorry.
cream truck being driven by an awesome woman who was young like you, not me, just kidding, but young like us.
We're all young until you're 100.
Young, oh yeah, no, but it was cute because it was like she was like maybe in her, I would guess her 30s, and like she stopped and said, "Oh, I like your dog," but she just was in the like an ice cream truck, like you think about it, and that made me think of Kool-Aid, and that made me think, what is an awesome something from your childhood that like stirs up a it doesn't have to be a smell. For me, it was a smell, but anyways, there you go.
Well, I love it. So, and I was thinking of all the, ice cream trucks. They're actually kind of funny because recently, just on a side note, my brother and I were in Philly, and it was one of those older, trucks, and we're kind of like, they're kind of creepy in a way. Like we're like, maybe they need to, renovate some of the ice cream trucks. Some of them kind of, like those
Yeah.
movies where they have the scary trucks. So I was like,
Yes,
maybe,
that's what it was. It was a scary
yeah.
truck with this beautiful woman driving it.
Right. So anyway, we were just like, maybe we need to revamp it. But anyway, um, I love the question. I actually thought of something with a smell like right away, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with it. So I am really I've been learning for decades to learn how to love winter. I used to love it when I was a kid because I wore a snowsuit, and we would go outside on our little discs, right down a hill or down the different hills in the snow. And I actually enjoyed it probably because I was a kid, didn't have to drive in it or do anything. That was adult like. So I would just hang out where we would shovel. But every snowstorm, I always tell my mom, I apple pie. My mom would make apple pie,
I love
and what
that.
happened was we would go down all day, right? And she would be making a homemade apple pie and making hot chocolate or tea. And I don't drink sugar in my tea, but she would put sugar in my tea, which was amazing then. And so we would get done with our hours in the snow, and then we'd come inside and
Oh,
she'd have homemade hot apple
oh,
pie waiting for us after we were cold. So it was an incredible memory, for my mom. Like, so I loved it because I knew during those winter days, when we were home, she would make it. I mean, it was really something that she did all the time. We would have the ingredients, we'd have apple pie. And I love apples. Like even the fall is one of my favorites just because you can have apples. Like I have apple butternut squash soup this week, right? So I
oh,
like to make my own soup. So it's just something that is poignant for me in the winter. And this year, I'm saying it now, hopefully by like March this year will be my first year of getting a snowsuit because I really would like to love the winter. And I'm like, every year I don't really do anything with it. But I'm like, well, this year's a good year. So if it snows on a day that I'm actually home, right? I'm hoping it doesn't snow on any day I have my internship I have to drive.
or
But if,
anytime soon.
right, or anytime soon, right, or a weekend. But I'm just saying, Carolyn, like, so
Right.
that takes me back. So that is my memory.
I love it. It's an awesome memory. And I actually, it's funny, like not being silly, I'm being 3 bazillion% serious. Like I can smell my version of what you
Hmm.
smell when
Yeah.
you say that, right? And so
Yeah,
thank you.
it's
So everyone sniff your past for the
amazing.
well-being of your heart and soul, because no matter how good or bad, there's always a lovely smell that got you through, right? Like there
Yeah, there's
just
always
is.
some type,
There's
yeah.
just something. There's just something that got you through. And it's more, I guess we're talking smell. And if it's not a smell, it's a memory. And so I hope everyone will embrace the memory of carrying them through to whatever's next.
Yeah,
Okay,
something,
I'm
whether it be
ready for my
food. Yeah.
question.
Yeah, I love that. So my question is a little different, but okay. So what is one of your favorite songs? Could be from childhood or teenage years to now, and like the lyrics. So like for me, I hear songs, but I love lyrics. It's really important to me to hear them. So what's one of your favorite songs and the lyrics, and why is that your favorite song?
Okay, I can answer that. Interestingly. And I actually rebought, or I had my husband, I think, who's in the background. I think I had him buy it for me.
Ooh.
Free to Be You and Me by Marlo Thompson.
Oh, can you sing a little bit?
Oh
Or
no,
not,
I
or
think
just
I
tell us the
sang
lyric if you don't want to.
the album with the words. Remember Free to Be You and Me with Marlo Thompson? Sorry, I'm like backing it up here. Thomas, Marlo Thomas. I'm saying
Oh,
Thomas.
Milo Thomas.
Marlo Thomas. Danny Thomas was their dad. I know you're young. You might not know these people, but
I'm
it was
listening.
all about, and you know what? I'm going to send you the link to the song to
Okay.
put up when you post this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All I can tell you, free to be you. I mean, I'm not going to sing it well. I'm
You
not
did
a
pretty good. I like
singer.
that. I heard it. You're
Eh,
practicing for our song, Carolyn. You're
yes,
practicing for our
right,
song.
exactly. But I am. I'm
Okay.
gonna post the like link to all the songs because all the songs are awesome. But it was Free to Be You and Me, and I think it's actually like I have not thought about this for a super long time. Obviously, I did when I was married to my husband because I asked him to re-buy me the album.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it made an impact on my life
Yeah.
because of the words. And I'm going to
Okay.
share the words with everybody. I'm going to send it to you. And if you would kindly post it,
Sure.
because I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Or look up Marlo Thomas.
Yeah.
Like anyone can look up Marlo Thomas, Free to Be You and Me. It was this, oh my God, pink cover and just amazing.
I'm
So
sure if I look it up, I'm sure if I look up the song, there might, there's a lot of
you'll see
videos
it.
out there.
The whole
So,
album will come up, but the song is what resonates with
okay.
me. And
Yeah.
it made a big impact. And I think that's so cool that you just said that because it's like gone and re-entered my life, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
Love
so
it.
thank you for making me think about it. And we're free. We're like, right? We have
We
choices.
are. We're
We
always
have
learning.
choices.
Yes.
Embrace the
I love it.
choice.
I love it. So there
My
we go.
gosh,
So we
we're
talked
doing
about our
like
lessons
super well.
learned.
We have like 2 minutes left.
I know. We usually keep so now, we're looking at our quote. So do you have a
Yes,
quote that you want to share?
I don't. Isn't that funny? I'm so unordinary, but like I don't have a specific quote today. My quote today would be my own, and that is be honest and be true to yourself and love yourself and be forgiving and understanding. And not so much a quote. I feel like I'm praying or something, but really just as I enter my birthday, lucky 13. I was born on Friday the 13th, which obviously tomorrow's a Monday, but I'm like, just
Yeah.
be grateful for what you have. And it's, again, not some famous quote, but it's a quote by Carolyn. Be grateful for what you have and just treat each day as fresh and new. And that's what I got.
I love it. I think, I probably will go with one of your quotes today too, which is, don't settle, don't be mediocre, be mediocre and, just
Yep.
go or just continue. And so there you go. So I have another
I
one.
love it.
And
Go.
I mean, why not just go, so hopefully from the audience, you have some other nuggets. And as I always share every week, I post the Unordinary Conversations with Amanda and Carolyn on LinkedIn. We have our own LinkedIn page. So I do try to update that and invite people. But if you're on, you can connect, you can like and share and follow it. And we may have some exciting news coming out, not just our journal, which we'll talk to you about how you can get your own so you can
Yes.
listen, but we may have some other news coming up, always some new news. So certainly we appreciate you listening in. We love your feedback. We've been getting great feedback from different people who've listened to it. And we're so honored because it's so much fun, having you here. Carolyn and I are conversations, just talking about our lessons learned. There's always something to learn and encouragement to you and ourselves, and also taking it down our memory lane where we have different things in our life that I get to learn more about you and you learn about me. So certainly we appreciate that feedback.
No, it's amazing because what makes it unordinary, just to reiterate,
Mm-hmm.
that we don't rehearse. We
No.
live for our week and we meet up on Sunday or Monday night. It just depends. And we share our passion. We share what happened. We share not our passion, we share our heart, right? And we share it with you and in hopes that you will learn and share your heart with someone, whether it's us or someone else. So love you so
Yeah,
much.
we love you. Yeah, we appreciate it. And the last part, because I know you really just asked, perhaps we always ask for feedback, but
Yeah.
as we're morphing into some other things, we may be asking you about the time, right? Because we want to have a consistent time that would work for you. So when would you like to hear Amanda and Carolyn on our Unordinary Conversations? Would it be early morning? Would it be during the day? Would it be evening? So we would love to get your feedback as we move forward, because as we have some new developments, we would love to have that time where most of you in our audience think would be helpful. So we will certainly be doing that, or maybe a poll that we'll have on LinkedIn.
Yep.
But certainly be on the lookout as we do that, because we've kind of been posting not necessarily on Tuesdays. I'm in a little rogue just whenever I get up. So we appreciate you, as Carolyn says, and we'll close out right with our
Yes,
normal.
with one, a two, a three. And wait, before we even do a one, a two, a three, tomorrow is my birthday and it is the 13th. And I am just going to say our 13th episode is coming up next week. So
Yes.
a one, a two, a
Two,
three.
three.
Unordinary
Unordinary
conversations
conversations with
with
Amanda.
Carolyn.
Yay! And we
Everyone
always want to
celebrate
say
themselves.
yes. And make
Mwah.
sure if you do, you're watching it, that you sing, right? I'm gonna do a quick little happy birthday to you, Vivian. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carolyn. Happy birthday to you and many more.
I love you. Mwah. I love
Love you. Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye,
Enjoy
bye,
your
guys.
day. Bye. Okay. Did it? Uh-oh.